Here I'm asked to find the component form of the unit vector of the given vectors v and u. So another wording that you might see is find a unit vector that is parallel to the given vector. So in this situation here, if I were to kind of sketch this out, vector v, this is just an ij form. Here's my component form, meaning I'm going 4 units to the right and 6 units down. So here is my vector kind of sketched out. To find the unit vector, I want the same direction, but just my magnitude to be 1. So the first thing I'm going to do here is find the magnitude of vector v. And to do that, I'm just using Pythagorean theorem. So 4 squared plus 6 squared equals the magnitude squared. So I'm going to square root that. So plug this in, 16 plus 36 is 52. So I get the square root of 52 here, which if I were to simplify this, that's 4 times 13 to root 13. So that's the magnitude, the exact magnitude of the given vector here. And again, I got a little messy here, but remember, we're looking for the unit vector where the magnitude is 1. So really, to keep this all proportional, to keep the same direction, I need to divide everything by the same values, which is going to be 2 root 13. So my components are just going to be 4 over 2 root 13 and negative 6 over 2 root 13. And then I'm just going to simplify this. So 4 over 2 is just 2 over root 13. 6 over 2 is just 3 over root 13. And I don't want a square root in the denominator, so I'm multiplying the top and the bottom of these by root 13 to get my final vector components of the unit vector, negative 3 root 13 over 13. So just make sure not to leave out that negative in my second component because I'm going down still. But 2 root 13 over 13 and negative 3 root 13 over 13. One way to double check and make sure you're good to go on this is that, remember, the components of a unit vector always need to be less than 1. So if you were to actually plug these values into a calculator, you'd get a decimal that's less than 1. Let's try one more here with vector u. So in component form, this is negative 1, 5. So I'm going 1 unit to the left and 1 unit to the left and 5 units up. So in this one, my magnitude is the first thing I'm going to find, which is 5 squared plus 1 squared. Take the square root of that. Gives me the square root of 26. And I can't simplify that. So my magnitude here is just square root of 26. Then to get the unit vector, I just divide all of the components by square root of 26. Square root of 26. Oops, that's wrong. Should be negative 1 over square root of 26, and then 5 over square root of 26. And then I multiply both the top and the bottom by the square root of 26 to get rid of the square root in the denominator. So my final component's negative root 26 over 26 and 5 root 26 over 26. And that is the components of my unit vector parallel to vector u.